Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Well, well. Hello, you. We have some truly capable people here. Come back soon, all right?
My brain's all jumbled up. Hey, what are you doing over here? Oh, you were waiting for me? Sorry about that. Yeah, let's go. There's really nothing here, huh? I mean, there's some grass, but I doubt it'll taste good. My little sis will be fine without me. As long as she's got our grandpa, he's real strong. I don't think I would have become a merchant, even if my parents were still alive. I just don't have it in me. Things aren't going so well. I've been too busy to get some good training in. Thanks! People are always telling me I've got food on my face. Am I good right now? I'm a big guy, you know? But it does make it easy for enemies to spot me. You interested in my muscles? They're still a work in progress, so they're not all that great yet. This is for me? It's so nice! That all for today? Well, see you later then. My brain's all jumbled up. Hey, how's it going? You been getting enough food?
Definitely. I'm eating way better than I was back in my mercenary days.
You didn't eat so good, huh?
I spent most of my time moving from place to place, so I had to manage on my own. I'd just fling whatever I could get my hands on into a pot. Can't say any of it ever tasted too great.
Wow, I'm surprised you could even live like that. And you never stayed at an inn?
Sometimes, if one happened to be nearby and I had a little extra money lining my pockets. But I never really felt like the food there was any better.
Sounds like you were at all the wrong places then. Nothing fun about a bad meal, I always say. That's why I want my inn to be known far and wide for its delicious food. I was actually hoping to do some cooking out here too, so I could hone my craft. But I don't think it's going so good. You want to know why?
If I had to guess, it's because you think everything tastes good no matter what.
Hey now, I know the difference between regular old grub and the kind of stuff that gets your mouth watering. See, all the meat and fish we've got in the pantry is preserved. When you're not working with the fresh stuff, nothing you make's gonna have people hollering for more.
You think? But there are dishes from all over the world that use ingredients that are on the verge of going bad.
You sure that isn't because they don't have a choice?
I'm no expert, but I've heard it can make a nice cut of meat even more savory, depending on how you prep it.
Huh. Maybe we can learn some more if we ask someone who's from one of those places.
Not to mention, there are other ways of preserving food too.
You mean, besides dumping salt on everything?
I'm sure you know about smoking your food, right? Things will keep for even longer if you do that after you cure them.
Yeah, but I heard that makes meat all smoky and gross. Kinda defeats the point if you ask me.
I think it depends on how you do it, and what kind of wood you use. Apparently, it's really good if you do it right.
Wow, you sure know a lot about this stuff.
My mercenary days showed me more about the world than I could have ever imagined. I only really remember bits and pieces, though.
Come on, don't be so modest. I can't wait to get back in the kitchen with these new ideas you gave me. Hey, speaking of ideas, you want to help me think up some recipes with the stuff we've got here?
I'm not so sure me and cooking mix, but yeah, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
That's the spirit. I know we'll come up with some feast-worthy food if we just put our heads together.
I hope everything goes well today. Yes. Where are we going? It feels like all the birds in the forest are greeting us. It looks like they're welcoming us. Maybe they know what a kind person you are. The goddess always watches over us, even now. Oh my! Do you ever wish you could throw everything away and escape to another world? My adoptive father has expectations for me, but honestly, I'm useless. Yes. Sorry. Eye contact is difficult for me. I struggle enough to make conversation as it is. Is something wrong with my hair? I try to make it look ordinary so I don't stand out. My adoptive father used to scold me for having bad posture, so now I'm always careful to sit up straight. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for your company today. Oh. Oh, hello. Are you on your way to get something to eat?
Yeah. You?
I am. Shall we go together then?
Sure thing. I wonder what they've cooked up for us today. Ah, that was satisfying. Pretty nice getting such tasty meals all the time, huh?
I agree. The meal was lovely.
You didn't finish your meat again. It's kind of a waste, you know.
I ate a lot of the vegetables, so you can have it.
Hey, if you're offering... Wait a minute. Haven't we had this conversation before?
I think we have.
Did something happen to you, Marianne? You seem more relaxed today. In a good way, of course.
Oh no, nothing in particular. But I made a decision. I'm not going to worry about whether I bring misfortune to others or not. I've been a part of this army for a while now, and I've worked closely with everyone in it. And nothing terrible has happened to anyone as a result of being around me.
Well, of course nothing bad's happened.
I'm still a bit anxious about everything, but I decided to adopt a more easygoing attitude. I'd like to emulate you and your nonchalant demeanor, how you can just move through the world without a care.
You're making me sound kinda irresponsible. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I say if you want to talk to people, then talk to them. If you want to be alone, then do that. I really think it's best to just be yourself. Don't force anything.
Yes, I think so too. But I fear my adoptive father might chastise me again if I say that to him.
I'm not so sure about that. I think he'd acknowledge how far you've come if he saw you now.
You really think so?
You might not have noticed, but you're a lot different than you used to be. You're definitely somewhat sociable. More so, even.
I just hope that's good enough for him.
I'd like to think it will be. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really know what kind of guy your father is.
Sometimes I think you say whatever pops into your head without thinking. I suppose that's what I like about you, isn't it? I can already tell I'm going to learn a lot from you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Right. Horses, hmm? Maybe let's try to keep the riding part of this ride short and sweet. All right, where to? Hey, this place isn't half bad. When night falls, I bet you can see every star in the sky. I conduct most of my business in the back streets. I'll have to show you around sometime. Though I can't guarantee your safety. Hey, good job. Even if I wasn't born with this face, I would have found some other way to make it big. I can use any blade that's fit to throw. And I never miss. Got it. You're pretty lucky, you know. I normally charge money for folks to gawk at my face like that. When you're in battle as much as we are, it's hard not to neglect your hair. The never-ending struggle. I actually used to be known for my slender figure, but I've put on a lot of muscle in the last 2 years. You really know what I like. Well, that was a good...
Shoot!
Yeah, if I'm not careful, I'll quite literally have a mess on my hands. Right.
Oh, Yuri, you're back. I thought you'd still be away.
Well, look who it is. I figured if I didn't come back before sunset, someone might get worried and ransack my room again.
And who might this someone be, huh? You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Just joking, friend. No need to take everything so seriously. Anyway, it's late. Shouldn't you be getting some shut-eye?
Probably, but I just got my second win. How is your mom, by the way?
Well, it's not looking good, that's for sure. But she's still got some fight in her yet. I'd planned on staying longer, but she told me to do what I had to do and sent me on my way. One minute she wants to see me, the next she's telling me to go home. Honestly, she's all over the place.
Reminds me of my mom, the one who raised me anyway.
She passed away, didn't she? Judging by your expression, she must have been pretty special.
She was. More than I can say. She took me in when I'd been abandoned, taught me how to live. We weren't blood related, but she was my mom. No doubt about it.
I'm sure wherever she is now, she's very happy to hear you say that.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask you something. It's been on my mind for a while now. About your real name? Your mom gave it to you, right? Where does it come from? I've never heard anything like it before.
Look up. No, a little more to the left. See that bright star over there?
Bright star to the left? Which one? There are thousands of stars up there, and they're all bright.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you find it or not. Anyway, it's that star's ancient name. The white star that the goddess herself made into a disciple. My mother is a devout follower of Seros. But I know it's a pretty ostentatious name for a penniless kid.
I don't think so. It just shows how much you mean to her.
Yeah. Well, I do like it. She gave it to me after all. I'm not sure how much of the scriptures she really understands. But knowing her, I'm certain she put a lot of consideration into my name.
Then, doesn't it seem like kind of a waste not to use it? What with how much thought she put into it?
I've used many names, and each one comes with its own mask. But when I hear my real name, all those facades fall away. The only people who can call me that are those who are truly special to me. Immediate family, or someone just as important. Which means that if you're so intent on using my name, you'd better be willing to spend the rest of your life by my side.
The rest of my life, huh? Okay, I'll think about it.
The look on your face right now, it's priceless! Regardless, it does make me happy to hear that you like my name. And if you ever decide you're up for it, let me know, okay? I'll think it over too, just in case.
Whoa! Unbelievable.
Oh.
Right. Let's get going. All right. Where to? Nice to get out in the forest again. Maybe we can pick some mushrooms later. I won't tell you what to feel, but we're allies now, so let's at least try to get along. Yeah. Enbar hasn't changed much over the years. I remember the churches had the most beautiful paintings hanging in them. And that's that. If nothing else, a leader has to keep their people fed. I knew you had it in you. Yeah, I don't look much like my kid. Mom passed down most of the looks. I used to take better care of my hair, but now I just kind of hack at it when it annoys me. Back in the day, the armor I wore in battle was a lot showier. You really know your stuff. Thanks for the invite. Felt good to blow off some steam. Whoa! Unbelievable.
Oh.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Gerald?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know. Besides, when you've lived as long as I have, your body just doesn't work as well as it used to. Trust me.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I gotta say, your kid's always real calm and aloof. Not one for emotion, huh?
You're telling me. Born without so much as a peep, that one. Just a personal quirk, I guess. Makes it tough to find friends, though. In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Would you do me a favor and look after my kid?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work. I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish, after all.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
If everyone is prepared, it's time to make our move. Our troops attacking the gates have been instructed not to force their way in. Before long, the enemy will notice as much and realize we're already inside.
We need to locate and strike down the rebel leader. That should put an end to the insurrection. Along the way, you may encounter suspicious agents. They are the true masterminds behind the rebellion, and must all be eradicated.
Got it. Now let's get going before those bloodthirsty monsters hurt any of the hostages.
I haven't been this angry in a long time. When is that man going to stop being a thorn in Her Majesty's side?
Ah, how splendid. But do try not to become so flush with rage that you make a foolish error.
Perhaps if you grew flush with rage every now and again, you wouldn't have the complexion of a coffin dweller.
Quiet, both of you.
You don't have to do this, Ferdinand. You can always stay back if you have doubts.
No. Fate put me on this path. And now, I must walk it.
I fight for my land of home.
Understood.
I'm ready anytime.
I'll show you what I can do.
Enemy sold.
Begin. I will help.
All right, here I go. I better back him up.
Starting the mission, providing support.
I think this will go well. I'll provide backup.
So, sure, let's try it.
There's not a question of my will is theirs.
Just have breached our fortifications. To arms! Defend the glory of the Empire!
We've seen through our ruse already. Prepare to take the fortress.
Out of the way! The detachment is safely inside. We should wait to see how the enemy responds before we
I will guard your back. Start by seizing the inner ward.
Mercenaries are no better than common bandits. How could my father make a deal with such a pack of rogues?
Looks like this ain't your lucky day.
I should have... And I'll keep getting stronger, too. Expected an ambush. We used to play hide and seek here all the time.
It appears we have taken control of the fortress walls. Now we can move our catapults into position and attack.
Looks like they're here. And once we kill them all, we'll have more riches than we know what to do with. The spirits are with us.
I'll follow your lead. I've got you now.
Look out! Somebody do some...
Not a problem. I've got...
This'll be amazing! Something!
Unleash the catapults. Break our enemy's spirit. This is going almost too well. Is up. War feeds my body and mind. I are truly so short-handed.
That barrier was formed with dark magic. We must eliminate the caster in order to pass.
They only delayed the inevitable.
We have the enemy where we want them! Unleash the arrows!
Those ballistae require stopping.
So, what should I do?
I am your man. Take a breather.
I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on.
One ballista seized.
There's not.
There's not a question of can. Only leave this to me.
So, what should I do? Sure, let...
This shady magic business just doesn't do much for me.
I will do this.
Not a problem. I'm here.
About time! This way!
Guard this place with your lives.
No more arrows!
So, what should I be doing?
I am your... Please assist me.
Interesting.
There's not a question of can. My will is theirs.
Take a breather.
About time!
Stay close. Let's finish this. I am so into this. Out of my way.
I care not if it's magic walls or what happened. If you get in the way, Your Majesty, you will pay. Pathetic fools. And to think I was entertaining the idea of letting you scamper away.
Not a problem. I've got this.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't.
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of...
You possess a magic construct.
I give you the piston. I hope you like being roasted alive, because that's exactly what's about to happen to you.
We would be fools to try and force our way through this. Time has come to call upon our detachment.
A weapon of that scale is certain to be controlled by some kind of device.
On your command, we can use the agents we scattered amongst the rebels to throw the enemy into disarray.
This stronghold will fall.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
My turn.
It was a mistake to join this rebellion. Our allegiance lies with Emperor Edelgard.
What's going on? Who's switching sides?
The enemy's here! Kill them all! So I've been defanged.
They got
Not a problem. I've got this.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
Pim. Watch this. I do not appreciate that.
Amazing.
That's it. I'm going to rip you apart myself. Hey, why can you wield that power, huh? Who even are you?
Why don't you tell me? You seem to know more than enough about it already.
Here I go. They must learn who they're up against. I'm bringing it down.
I have to pull myself together.
Get in there and hammer them while they're pinned down by that magic weapon!
Are you kidding me?
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Reinforcements. This day just keeps getting better.
All will perish.
The gauntlets are on! This is war!
No, this is wrong. I can't die.
All right, here I go. I better back him up.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
I'll take over.
I never expected much from those shifty Ferdinand. And here I am with the cold embrace of the grave hovering at my shoulder.
Come with me.
I gotcha.
Well, we've smashed their little toy. Let's see what their next move will be. I thought our victory was assured. How could everything have gone so wrong? Stand aside.
There's not left but to resist with all our might. Help me push them back.
The writing is on the wall, but those fools would sooner perish than admit it.
On the fire orbs! We'll rain death down upon them from above!
Fire orbs? Those must be new. A little gauche, if you ask me.
They look real dangerous, though. Also, what's a gauche?
It's time. Conjure a magic shield to safeguard our comrades.
Pay attention now.
Your Majesty, forgive my lateness. The outer defenses only just fell.
On the contrary, your timing is perfect.
Is that Voldemar?
Here I go. No, they must learn who they're up against.
Not a problem. I've got this.
So...
Take a breather.
About time.
Why must he always show up at the worst possible moment and ruin everything?
This is nothing.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
My turn.
Watch this. I think that's the end of the reinforcements.
Not a problem. I've got this.
About time.
I am your man. Consider me ready.
I don't know how we made it, but we did.
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
I'll take over.
Take a breather.
About time.
You asked for it.
To perform mighty deeds.
My turn. Leave this.
I never should have come to this accursed place.
I make my own.
Bend the knee. I must outwit even death.
I make my own luck.
Stand aside.
Viscount Fenya.
They must learn who.
Viscount Menya. Forgive me.
I'm coming for you, Father. Leave the enemy no place to hide. Seize every key position in the fortress.
I know what to do. Get out of my way. The enemy is getting too close to Duke Iron. We must hurry to inside. I've got this.
Oh, but you are far too late now.
They must learn who they're up against.
My turn. Now perhaps we can stamp out those who slither in the dark as well.
About time!
I am your man.
My name is Ludwig von Eyre. I I see the Empire in the throes of a terrible sickness. And I intend to cure it or die in the attempt.
Follow your lead! I've got you now!
So, my son, you come to claim your forefather's head at last.
I come to do my duty. No more, no less.
Will you not heed me, your majesty? This ideology of yours leaves countless good people by the wayside.
That is enough. There is no escape for you.
Go on then. I'll leave for you the final blow.
You leave me nothing. This was ever my burden to bear. Father! No, you are just a traitor now. In light of your crimes against the Empire, the punishment is death!
Send a runner to House Menya, and have them deliver the letter I drafted. Also, take the soldiers under your command and begin investigating any magic constructs abandoned by the enemy.
At once, Lord Hubert.
It must be awful to end your own parents' life.
Come on, Ferdinand. Let's get going.
No. You may continue without me. I would like to stay here a moment. Just a moment longer.
Hubert, we have a messenger from the Alliance, and I need to know where our Western campaign stands. Ferdinand, may I have a word? I thought I'd let you decide how to punish your father's followers now that they've surrendered. Furthermore, this incident has led to the end of Fenya and several other noble houses. We need to settle the matter of the next Duke Aegir, and we need to do so quickly. So if you don't mind...
Is this your attempt at solace, Edelgard?
What?
I will punish the troops, and I will find a way to administer my father's lands. You can trust in me, Your Majesty. And thank you for considering my feelings in the matter. I will take all the strength I can get.
For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
I've found strength in adversity.
Gotta get stronger.
Another chapter in the Caspar saga.
Hey, new power! All right!
Can't let this power go unused.
I work to grow.
Getting stronger.
I never expected we'd have our hands this full after returning from Fargus. Still, we've managed to quell the turmoil and maneuver our way back to Enbar.
Due to the valiant efforts of Count Bergliez and his Aryan Road garrison, the kingdom's counter-offensive has hardly put a dent in the western lines. I wager the reinforcements reached them in time.
It's a good thing we do not have to maintain a large military presence in Leicester. But of course, that was Her Majesty's plan all along.
We'd be up to our shoulders in trouble if we hadn't settled hostilities with the Alliance.
Do you think people in the Empire will be all right? I'm worried about the opera company, of course, but I'd also be devastated if anything happened to my friends in the capital.
The end result of all this was the complete expurgation of the Empire's remaining dissidents. In a way, we should be thanking them for handing us this opportunity on a gilded platter.
Adrestia deserves some stability for a change, so I think it's good that Her Majesty has total power now. With the opposing nobles wiped out, it's a breath of fresh air after the way things were under the old Emperor.
Lynn, think about who's here.
It is all right, Dorothea. I have moved on.
It's funny, though. I was sure my father would take part in the rebellion, but he just didn't. I mean, I feel like all he ever did was complain about Her Majesty, you know? I guess he was so scared of the church that he decided to stay holed up in Garreg Mach.
What is our next action, Lady Edelgard? If we are returning to the Western Front, I will have preparedness.
Fighting your own people sure takes the thrill out of battle. So let's go wall up the kingdom instead and put an end to all this. Who's with me?
All that remains is for Adrestia to claim victory.
And along those lines, I wish to present an idea. One last stratagem to ensure that we prevail.
We were successful in striking down Cronia at Fort Merceus. However, Lord Arundel, which is to say Talus, remains at large, and any schemes Solon may be plotting are so much conjecture in the wind. Still, his efforts in Rim territory effectively empowered the late Duke Aegir to stage a coup. Whatever the case, he must have a very good reason for seeking to prevent the kingdom's fall.
But why would they help the people who are harboring the Archbishop? It makes no sense. Unless their aim is simply to prevent the war from ending by any means possible.
We know the kingdom's court mage, Cornelia, is connected to those who slither in the dark. They may have planted other associates in Fargus as well. If they already have the king's court dancing on strings, it stands to reason they would focus their attention on obstructing the Empire.
I agree the theory hangs together, but does that mean we should expect more interference?
We should, Your Majesty. Though I would at least like to think they no longer have anyone left who can act brazenly in the open.
And need we worry about our mercenary friend?
I was under the assumption that they had your implicit trust.
Absolutely, but not enough to purge all of the doubt from my heart. I once trusted my uncle, as well as the late Duke Aegir, and he wasn't even replaced with a doppelganger. People who come in contact with those who slither in the dark are not the same afterward. How am I to trust anyone in a world where such a thing can happen?
I do not disagree, Your Majesty.
Yes, well, we must remain vigilant until the war is over for good and all. Although I wonder if we can rest easy even then.
We still don't really know much about Solon, Cronia, and Talus. I was thinking this would be a chance to learn about my power, or who you actually are. But, oh well.
Oh well. Is that all you have to say for yourself?
I mean, I'm still curious, but my attention right now is on the battles ahead. And hey, it's not like knowing the truth would change much for you anyway. Even if I am related to those slithering people somehow, it's not like I'd want to split up with you.
That's music to my ears. It's incredible to see just how fast you've matured. Makes me proud to call you my partner in destiny. Is this what being a parrot feels like?
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, this war will be over soon, so let's do what we've got to do to see it through together. I'll be counting on you, Arval.
Scarlet Blaze. Torment of the Eagle and Lion. Edelgard succeeds in containing Aegir's insurgency, and while she is concerned by the absence of the nefarious Tallus, she prepares her army for the next step regardless. The time is nigh to crush the kingdom and Central Church's growing momentum and put an end to the war once and for all.
I've gathered you here in Garrick Mach because the time has come. We are returning to the front.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to hear that forever. Let's go wreck things!
For the next phase of our campaign, we'll be working with the Alliance's leader, Claude, to tighten our cordon around the kingdom. Rather than try to advance on the Western Front, we'll join forces with the Alliance and press in from the east.
This means we'll be marching northeast from the monastery and infiltrating Galatea.
I hope we can finally end it this time. I don't think I can deal with doubling back again.
Agreed. This slog has slogged on long enough.
Worry not, friends. I'll not be blindsided twice. I promise you that. We won't rest until all of Fodlan is united. We will fight tooth and nail for it, and we'll do so together.
So, we're finally dusting off our armor and going somewhere, huh? You must really want to end this war if you're letting the two of us loose on the kingdom.
Quite right, Captain Gerald. We will not accept anything less than the fall of the royal capital. You and your mercenaries will be marching with us. This is not a problem, I trust.
Let's just say I have a history with someone at the capital and leave it at that. But if the time's come for me to sort that out, then so be it. In any case, we're ready to go, right, kid?
We'll earn our keep.
Gotta say, I'm excited to be fighting with you for a change.
We made some headway on the Western Front once the Empire pulled its main force back.
What does it matter when their Minister of Military Affairs still holds Aryan Road? Even if we were in a position to keep throwing troops at those walls, we're never going to crack them.
But if we keep digging our heels in here, their main force will be on us again in no time.
It appears they have already dealt with the insurrection at Fort Merceus. If they don't come at us from the west, they'll soon waltz right in from the east.
Might I offer a suggestion, King Dimitri?
Of course, Lady Rhea.
We should retake Garrick Mach. It is the only way to reverse our current fortunes. If I call upon the Church's faithful, they will come running from every corner of Fodlan to liberate the monastery in the goddess's name. With Garrick Mach under our control, we will be able to keep the Imperial army in check. Additionally, it might convince some of the more fickle Alliance lords to reconsider their loyalties.
I mean no disrespect, Lady Rhea, but this proposal hardly seems...
There is more. As you know, the Bishop of the Southern Church is currently seated at the monastery. If we remove him, it reminds the world anew that Archbishop Rhea is the rightful head of the Church of Seiros. I believe this will shake some of the more devout Adrestian lords from their Emperor's grip.
While their faith may waver now, Adrestia is still the cradle of the Church of Seiros. There are yet many pious believers among their nobility. If we can pull them to our side, it may shift the war back in our favor.
We should strike while the iron is hot. I will get the word out at once.
Hold, Lady Rhea. While I now concede that your plan to retake the monastery has some merit, I must ask that you alert no one.
And why not? I need only say the word, and an army of believers will flock to our cause.
Yes, and the moment the enemy spies people flooding in from across hill and dale, they'll realize what we're planning and bolster their defenses.
You believe their defenses are mightier than the faith of the people? By the goddess, have our enemies truly become so powerful? In that case, what do you propose?
We entrust the eastern lines to houses Karen and Galatea, and ride in mass toward Aryan Road. The enemy will think we intend to assail the Silver Maiden, but instead, we break east.
East? Then we'll be attacking the monastery through the Valley of Torment. I get your thinking now. If we attack from the west, Aryan Road would be at our backs, and the Empire could box us in.
Very well. I have no objections. My church members will assist in guiding your soldiers through ALL. The monastery is holy and precious to us, and by the name of the goddess, I swear, it will be ours again.
Good. Then I'll ready the troops. Lady Rhea, Seteth, I place all of our futures in your hands.
So, this is probably a giant waste of everyone's time, but I've got an idea.
What if we tried this?
I have the most brilliant idea.
I have a stratagem. I shall ensure it is done with no mistakes.
Shall we?
Perhaps I will ask Edelgard to handle this matter. As for this one, it seems as though I have no choice but to do it myself. If only I could spare the time.
Hey, Ferdinand. You should probably think about getting some sleep. That's an order, actually, from Hubert. But I agree with him.
My apologies. My list of responsibilities has grown rather unwieldy of late. Exhausted as I may be, I will be done here shortly. You need not fret.
Ferdinand, come on. I thought you were supposed to be giving everything your all. If you're really that tired, how are you going to be in any shape for what's coming tomorrow? Go on and give your all to a good night's sleep.
Yes, you are right. How could I, of all people, not realize the error in my ways? I shall take that to heart.
Glad to hear you're coming around. Anyway, good night. Tomorrow's another big day.
Wait.
Hmm? What's up?
Never mind. Thank you for the concern. I will be sure to convey my gratitude to Hubert later as well.
Don't forget, he's really worried about you, you know.
Is he now? Usually he finds any occasion to criticize me.
Same here.
Is that so? And here I thought he had taken a shine to you.
If he has, he sure doesn't show it.
Before I forget, what would you think about coordinating our schedules tomorrow? I've been so absorbed in my work of late, we've scarcely had the chance to spend time together. I have been pouring all of my effort into rising early, training, eating, and in the process, I have neglected our friendship. As fellow advocates of giving one's all to all of life's pursuits, I say we work together to draw out each other's dormant potential.
Works for me. My schedule's pretty light these days. It'll be good to spend some time together, but just so we're clear, we are not on the same page with this whole giving our all thing.
Splendid! This should serve as all the motivation I need to continue pressing onward undaunted. And with that settled, I believe it is time for us to devote ourselves fully to a tranquil slumber. Come, our lump-riddled camp beds await our zealous efforts.
Okay, this time you are joking, right? It's seriously impossible to tell with you sometimes.
You're in better spirits than I expected. You look at least 2 shades less pale than you did after the battle at Fort Merceus.
Oh, but your majesty does enjoy telling it like it is. Would it be the end of you to show a little compassion? No. Then you would just be pitying me. I do not know which is worse. Regardless, I am well. Thank you for noticing. Ask of me what you will, and I shall see it done.
I don't need anything from you, Ferdinand. Or at least not in that way. Just give me your usual effort, and that should be enough to get us through the upcoming battle.
You can count on me. Point me at a foe, and I will dispatch them with all haste. I cannot afford to die now, or my page in the history books will end in a most horrid fashion. Plagued by the guilt of striking down his father, Ferdinand welcomed the cold embrace of death on the battlefield. Or some such hogwash. Yes, I killed my father. And I would be a liar if I said it did not wound me nearly beyond reckoning. But I will not hate myself for it. It was the correct choice. I did the right thing.
Well, don't feel too bad. Imagine what they would write about me if we lose this war. Despite her futile attempts to wrest power from the Prime Minister, the Emperor's people turned against her and her life ended in abject failure. The end. I know exactly what the world would say of me, which is why I have no intention of losing.
I will not permit such a thing to happen. If ever my life were to be weighed against yours, I would gladly perish in ignominy if it meant keeping you alive and well. What? Did I say something amusing?
No, it's just... You're so strong, so proud. If all the world's nobles were like you, there would be no need to dismantle the aristocracy. That's all. I know it's a futile thought.
Nothing is futile. Though even I must admit it seems to be so, given the circumstances. Still, You vastly underestimate the potential of the aristocracy. For generations, our ancestors worked hand in hand, sharing knowledge and wisdom to administer our great land and ensure it was well protected. They acquired knowledge of the region and developed good policies to rule it. And in doing so, they earned the trust of the people. We cannot throw away everything they have built. It would be folly.
Of course not. What do you take me for? I'm dismantling the aristocracy, not their legacy. The common folk will take up the torch and carry on.
Do you believe they are ready? No matter how gifted they may be, they are only commoners. In order to replace the nobility, they need to be educated. Wait a moment. I see your plan now. You intend to establish a school. One that is not merely for nobles and wealthy merchant children, like the Officers' Academy once was. A school where anyone can enroll, regardless of wealth or standing, and get an education rivaling that of any noble.
Ferdinand? I cannot begin to guess where that idea sprung from. But this is exactly why I need you beside me as we shape the future of Adrestia.
You mean to say that you did not actually... So I was... Well, it is nice to be needed.
Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
Thanks. I love this.
Thanks for the tasty meal! Next time, I'm looking forward to something even better!
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
How'd you know I love this stuff? You must be more clever than I thought.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Oh, but this is just to die for. It's my favorite, really.
Someone knows my weakness. Thanks.
Come back whenever you're hungry.